What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are going to be talking about diorama pieces that look great with your Marvel Legends. Now this is mostly diorama pieces from Marvel Select figures. There are also some DC Multiverse figures like that throne over there, and older Marvel Legends like this Ice Sled and this Phoenix. But we're going to be talking about all that in this video and showing you how they look and if they're still available today. So stick around and let's get right into it. Alright, so first off we got this beautiful piece of Silver Surfer on his board. And this is from a Marvel Select Silver Surfer from 2013. And as you can see, this is a Marvel Legends figure, by the way. He fits perfectly on the board. So his board does come out like that. That's just really awesome. But that's the board he's on. And let me show you this piece. It's kind of like a whirl effect from space or whatever. And it comes with a a rock base. You can even actually put his feet in these slots, and he'll go right in with his board in the background, which is really awesome. I mean, Marvel Select back in the day, so they were kind of competing with Marvel Legends, the Toy Biz Marvel Legends. And so these two companies would, Hasbro and I think was it Diamond Select, would compete with these awesome diorama pieces. You'd get all this stuff in a Marvel Legends figure, in a Marvel Select figure. So you would have these really nice like set pieces and stuff. I mean, just look at that. That is freaking awesome. I mean, if you, I showed this in a reel a couple, I don't know, it was like about a week ago or a couple days ago, if you noticed that. But this is just a really great piece to have in your, like a Galactus figure, with a Galactus figure, or with a, just a galactic, maybe some space heroes or something like that. Let me just show you him with, on those slots, you could put him in here. And again, this works perfectly with a Marvel Legends figure, no problem. It's meant for Marvel Select, obviously, but, it works perfectly with it. With a, I don't have his feet slotted in there, but you get the point. I mean, it just looks great. Really, really cool looking display piece. Just so cool. His feet do slot in there. If I can get up there. It's kind of a little tricky, but they do go in there perfectly. And they just go so well with Marvel Legends, these pieces. That is so cool. So yeah, I get a lot of questions about this in that reel and in other places, but yes, this is a Marvel Select base and display piece. So that is so cool, man. All right, moving along. Here we have a Marvel Legends Phoenix. This is from the Toy Biz Phoenix, the 2004. Both variants came with this nice display piece. This is obviously a more modern Phoenix, but I just use this as an example. So this is kind of like a display stand. Has the little thing to grip the figure so it can hold it. And what's cool about this is it has this little hinge thingy that you can actually move. So you could, in the back here, you could actually put this on the wall, so it's like that. And it also has another one over here, so you could technically nail that to the wall and you could make that like your little display stand, which is really cool. So there's that. Now this is a lot smaller than the one that came with the Marvel Legends Phoenix, the green version of the Phoenix, Dark Phoenix, whatever you want to say. This is a lot smaller than that. I wish I had that readily on hand, but I don't want to dig her off the shelf. She's way in there, but it is a lot smaller than the other more modern Marvel Legends that just came out. What was it, like last year or the year before that? But yeah, this is a lot smaller. But again, this is a Toy Biz. This is from way back in 2004, so it's quite old, but it's still a really nice piece. It's got that nice Phoenix look. and just a really cool display piece. I mean, Marvel Legends, like I said before, it used to come with all these like little diorama pieces and stuff. So that is really cool display. If you don't have the old, the newest Phoenix, this one works just as well. You got that right there. So yeah, that is the Phoenix stand. All right, next up we got another Marvel Legends Toy Biz diorama piece, and this is Iceman's like kind of slide or sled. This is with the kind of like a sentinel arm attached to the like snow effect, which is pretty cool. But if you notice in my previous reels, I had this displayed with the X-Men 90s Jim Lee era display I put up, and this is really cool. Look at that. It's got a two little slots here to stick his arms in. I don't know if you could see that, but yeah, you could stick his arms in there, and just that really cool sentinel arm, or not arm, I should say a hand. It's like a damaged hand with snow. That's just really cool. This is kind of loose over here. I don't know why that is, but this is another great piece from the Marvel Legends team way back in the day. But yeah, that is Iceman's sled from 2004 Marvel Legends Toy Biz. I have another one that's from Marvel Select that's just coming up, so stay tuned for that. But that is the Marvel Legends one. All right, next up we got you should know this one. This is part of my actual profile pic. I had a Spider-Man with this throne, and Spidey's in there. That was, I believe, a Marvel Select Spider-Man on top of this throne. But man, I took that picture literally like, what, 5-6 years ago, and I've never changed it. So a little fun fact there. Yeah, you might recognize it, but this is just a really cool piece. Again, this is a Marvel Select Doctor Doom throne, and this is from 2004, so it's again quite old. But this is just a really awesome set piece. I mean, look at that. Comes with like some steps. Of course, you got the actual throne, and then you got these like banners of Doctor Doom, and then you got his little like kind of crest over there. So that is really cool. This is a Marvel Legends the 2-pack Secret Wars Doctor Doom, in case you're wondering. Obviously it doesn't work with the cape because the cape is, it's plastic and you can't really sit him down. So this was kind of the only option I had for Doctor Doom. I mean, you could use this for other figures as well, so you don't have to be just Doctor Doom. But yeah, just look at turning around here. It's pretty cool. You see some little weathering here. It's quite old. I have to probably tape these up and glue them back together a couple times because they would come apart. This is like a cardboard paper. So yeah, it's quite old. This is all plastic and stuff, but just a really awesome set piece from Marvel Select. Very cool. You see those details in there, and then his little crest thingy. Yeah, that's just, man, you just don't get this kind of thing, and this came with like a figure and stuff too. This whole throne came with a figure back in the day. So that's just, I mean, you just will not get that without paying some ridiculous, some deluxe figure price or $60-$70 or something like that. So yeah, that is Doctor Doom's throne, Marvel Select. Moving along, we have another Marvel Select set piece. This is from the Black Cat figure. And that was more of like it was a figure, but it was very limited articulation. This is obviously a Marvel Legends, but this came with all kinds of accessories and stuff. As you can see, that's really, you got the cash in there with the, some sort of files, Kevin Smith. But yeah, she comes with like this little safe. That's so cool. And then you have this really cool, like, kind of apartment set piece with an additional Spider-Man figure. This is not articulated. I'll show you that in a little bit. Let me just move her out of the way. This window is functional. It does go up, which is really, really cool. I mean, they just really went out with this set piece, man. They really did outdone themselves. But yes, this is an actual functioning window, and it does go up and down. And back here we have a wall with Spidey on it. Now this Spider-Man is not articulated at all. He's just kind of fixed in that position. So this is a, very, very basic kind of Spidey figure. But yeah, he does attach to those pegs, so it's like he's peeking out in the window, which is really, really cool. You got pegs in there to stick his feet in there. So yeah, that is just an awesome set piece. You can either do it from this way, you have the wall and everything, or you could do it from this way to make it look like an apartment and that she's robbing the safe. Just get her over here, Just a really cool set piece. This does not have pegs for her on her feet in here on the wooden floor, but yeah, that's just an awesome set piece. Just take a little closer look here. Again, fully functioning window. I mean, when do you get a diorama piece with that kind of detail with Marvel Legends these days? I mean, I can't even think of anything, to be honest with you, but yeah, that is really cool. That is the Marvel Select Black Cat, and this was from 2003. All right, next up we have the Marvel Select Daredevil cross piece. This was this is kind of like a like a top of a church, it looks like. Really cool set piece here. And I have Marvel Legends Daredevil like kind of hugging it. This was kind of like an iconic shot. I forgot where this is from, but what comic it's from, where he's like sitting like hugging the cross kind of thing, or like just Weekend or something like that, I remember. But that's how I have him like that. This was from 2009. Again, this was a Marvel Select Daredevil figure. Again, the details of this are just really, really cool. You got like scratch marks and stuff. But yeah, this is kind of like I said, a church top of a church or some sort of building with the cross on it. So technically you could make a diorama with this piece and put this on top of it to make it look like a church, which is awesome, I think. But yeah, that is a really cool set piece to have with Daredevil here. And again, that's a Marvel Select, and that was from 2009. All right, moving along, you have another Marvel Select piece, and this is from the Marvel Select Ghost Rider, and this is from 2007, and this is a really awesome set piece, man. It's like kind of like that underworld, hellish type fire pits. That is really cool. I mean, this just goes perfectly with Marvel Legends Ghost Rider here. And let me just give you a closer look. I mean, look at that. The details on that are just absolutely amazing. Kind of like if you put light on this will glow a little bit as well. I mean, the level of detail on this is just so amazing. I can't say enough. And I think these even move a little bit. Nope, maybe not. Somewhat, not really. They don't really move, but still, just an awesome piece, man, to put Daredevil on, or not Daredevil, Ghost Rider on there. Yeah, that's just really cool, man. Again, Marvel Select, man, they would just make some of the best set pieces you can find. I mean, you just don't get this stuff, man, anymore. But yeah, that is the Marvel Select Ghost Rider 2007 figure this came with. All right, up next this is one of my favorites. I am a huge fan of anything to do with X-Men Days of Futures Past. I absolutely love that storyline. I love anything to do with it. I love the dystopian future, all that. I love the movie Days of Futures Past, so this is definitely one of my favorite pieces. And this came from a Marvel Select Wolverine figure, and that was from 2006. Again, this I think it was it is a Days of Future Past Wolverine. That figure wasn't very good, the actual Wolverine. This is a Marvel Legends, obviously. So it's kind of, I mean, it's in scale because Wolverine is short, but the Wolverine that came with it was a little bit bigger, I think. But yeah, let's take a look at it. As you can see, this is a Kitty Pryde future figure. She does not have an articulation at all. So this is just kind of like almost a plastic statue, you could say. But yeah, this just comes out to reveal all the, slain mutants and stuff. I really love that. That is such an iconic cover. The whole Kitty Pryde, and you see all the slain X-Men and stuff is such an iconic cover. And just such a great piece right here. Yeah, that is so cool. The back it's just cardboard, so you could just slide that in. But you have this really cool, piece. I mean, I love to put a sentinel with like a light beaming down here to make it look like, they're being hunted down. I mean, it's just such a cool piece, man. I always wanted that, and I finally got that. But that was years ago. But yeah, if you're a huge X-Men Days of Futures Past fan, then yeah, check that out. This is the Marvel Select Days of Futures Past Wolverine, and this was in 2006. All right, this is another really, really favorite of mine. I wanted this since the moment I've saw this back in 2000. This is the Marvel. Actually, this technically isn't a Marvel Legends figure. It's actually from the X-Men 2000 movie. This was kind of like one of those sublines. It's not really a Marvel Legends line, but it was in the style of Marvel Legends. So yeah, I mean, this was a display that came by itself. Didn't come with any figures or anything, but this was part of the X-Men movie tie-in and stuff like that. Obviously they had that battle at the Statue of Liberty, but this is just a really, that is just, look at that thing. I mean, that is just an amazing piece to have. I mean, it goes absolutely great with Spidey over there, any Spider-Man figure, or if you wanted to recreate an X-Men scene, that can work too. But this just, I mean, my God, look at that thing. Let me just show you, take Spidey off here. But yeah, look at this thing. I mean, that is just so cool. Statue of Liberty. And of course, this is actually kind of like a mini playset. It has like, these things open up. You can open this thing up for like a trap door. I don't want to, but yeah, this thing comes out and then, but it's kind of, well, let's see. Like that, and then this thing's like pop out to launch a figure or whatever. But yeah, these go like crushing, like Magneto's crushing action and stuff like that. This thing you have on top is like, this is I think the trap door or something. Yeah, it just pops up like that. So you have multiple things to do in this Statue of Liberty playset, which is really cool. I mean, my God, the level, I just love the look. It's so great, man. I can't, they really just do amazing work back in the Toy Biz days, man. My God, look at that. It's just, I can't say enough. I mean, this is a perfect centerpiece for your Spider-Man figures. I know I'm not trying to be a salesman here, but it's just, it really is a nice looking display. I mean, I got this, I think, last year off of eBay. Of course, you can't find that now, maybe unless you go to a comic book store or something. But I got a really good deal off of it. But yeah, I mean, if you find it a really good deal on this and you can get it for cheap, definitely pull the trigger. It looks perfect with Spidey over here. And it just brings out the best in any Spider-Man display, So yes, that is the X-Men 2000 movies Toy Biz Statue of Liberty. All right, so this is that second Marvel Select Iceman slide I was talking about. I had the Marvel Legends previously, but this is from the Marvel Select Iceman 2023 figure. And this is really cool. Nice little display. Not as big, but it's just, I love that color, man. Look at that color. It's really cool. Oh, there goes Iceman, but let's take a look at that. You see those nice blues and clear plastic. That just looks amazing, man. I wish it was a little bit bigger. Maybe like come out a little bit further or something, but it's still an absolute great piece to have with Iceman. Look at that. I mean, just Marvel Select, just man, they kill it every time with these little display pieces. And of course, it goes perfectly with your Marvel Legends Iceman figure. Pegs go right in, no problem. So that looks really cool with Bobby here. And yeah, just a nice Iceman ice sled. And again, that is from the Marvel Select Iceman 2023 figure. Alright, next up we have an effect from, or a diorama piece I should say, from the Marvel Legends Toy Biz Storm from 2004. And this is kind of like a little tornado effect. Pretty cool. Definitely really cool to have with your Storm figure. Let me just take her out of here to show you. I mean, that does have 2 pegs to put in her feet, but it's a little bit tight in there and it's a little awkward. This was kind of meant to be like, again, as with the Phoenix, you could put nails in your wall, put it in there, which I can't tell you how much that is really cool, you know, to have. So it goes like that, and then you put the figure up here, but I kind of lay it flat like that to display. But you could do that. Actually looks a lot better, to be honest with you, because then you could put her in like this kind of, if you wanted to. Let's say, see, like that. Or she's like coming out of the tornado type of thing, and then you put her in the wall. Let me just get the camera. You could put her in like the wall on the nails in these slots and just make her look pretty cool, you know. But yeah, that is the Marvel Legends Toy Biz Storm from 2004 figure this came with, the diorama piece. Alright, next up we got a simple one. We have this is from the Marvel Legends Toy Biz Professor X from 2005. That's with the Galactus Build-A-Figure. And this chair also came with the 2000 X-Men Professor X as well. I believe it's the same exact chair. But again, this goes perfectly with a newer, you know, more modern day Professor X, instead of, you know, the classic 90s cartoon, you know, you got that big yellow chair and everything. But this is a more kind of modern-ish chair. You got pegs. This is originally with the Toy Biz figure, so I don't know, you could just shave those off or cut them off maybe so that he goes back more. But yeah, it's a really cool Professor X chair, you know. Just put him in there and bam. Nice simple Professor X chair. More modern day. And again, this is from the Marvel Legends Toy Biz Professor X 2005, and that was from the Galactus Build-A-Figure wave. Alright, next up we have a diorama piece. This is from a DC Multiverse McFarlane figure, and that was with Lex Luthor in his blue power suit variant figure, and that was from 2021. But this thing just looks amazing with Apocalypse. I mean, just look at that. It's like he was meant for this throne. Let me show you. It's got his little symbol there. I think that's the Apocalypse symbol, isn't it? I don't know. But anyways, it looks like a throne from like the Egypt days, you know, something like that. You know, this is plastic, pretty cool. Again, came with a Lex Luthor figure, and just, in my opinion, looks amazing with Apocalypse. So yeah, that was the DC Multiverse McFarlane Lex Luthor blue power suit variant, and that was from 2021. Up next, we have another DC Multiverse McFarlane figure this came with, and that was Black Adam, and that was with his throne in 2022. This looks, to me, it looks really good with Black Panther. I mean, maybe I could paint it black or something, but yeah, it just looks great, to be honest with you. It looks really good for a Black Panther. You could also put another figure if you wanted to, but yeah, just a good look at it. I love thrones and putting characters with this stuff. Again, this is meant for a 7-inch figure, but it works fine with a 6-inch. I mean, maybe it's just a little bit, if his legs don't like quite touch the ground all the way, so maybe that's a little bit but still, I like the throne. Really cool. Yeah. But again, that is from the Black Adam figure with the throne, and that is from 2022. All right, next up is the this is actually a Build-A-Figure from DC Multiverse McFarlane line, and it was from the Dark Knight Returns Build-A-Figure. This is the actual Build-A-Figure. It is the Dark Knight Returns horse. It was meant for Batman from the Dark Knight Returns, but I put him with the Phantom Rider. I think he looks really good with it. Again, this is a really cool horse to use for Marvel Legends. Maybe it's a little bit too bigger or a little bit bigger. I guess it's up to you, but I think he looks great with Phantom Rider here. Let me just give you a closer look. He's got the reins. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of details on this, you know, his saddle. And you can put his feet through here. And of course, you know, the horse has a pretty good articulation too. You can move his hooves, you can move his legs, you can move this too, kinda. It's kind of a little difficult, but yeah, those do move. Same thing with the back legs. You got articulation there. His tail does move a little bit. I think it's on a peg. Yeah, it is. And that kind of moves up and down, left, right. So you get some articulation there, as well as the head. The neck goes back. Head can go, a little bit of articulation there on the head. So yeah, just a nice piece to have with a Marvel Legends figure that rides a horse, you know, just like Phantom Rider here. But yeah, definitely goes great with Marvel Legends. And again, that is the DC Multiverse McFarlane Dark Knight Returns horse Build-A-Figure, and that was from 2021. All right, I saved one of the best for last, and I get a question about this a lot. Where do I buy my hibernation pod, or like Wolverine tank, if you will? This is I bought this from Amazon, from a company called High Play that sold through Amazon, and the name of it, I'm just going to read you the name. It's called Universal Hibernation Pod Chamber, 1/10 scale. That is the name of this. And it comes with all of this. This is a actual kit. You have to build all of this stuff. It comes in like a little box, and it comes with the pieces, and you have to build all of this. So it's kind of like a Lego set, but actual, you know, not Legos. It's just an actual display, which is really cool. But the problem is, this set is sold out on Amazon. You cannot, I mean, I saw a listing on there that has this for $100. Now, I did not buy this for $100. I just want to make that clear. They are scalping you. So, yes, you can go and find that there, but I'm just telling you, they're scalping you. This, I think, was around 35, maybe $40 at most. So they're definitely scalping that price. So just a heads up, if you do find it, you know, they're scalping you. That is not $100. So, but it is a very cool set. And, you know, it comes with this, like, you know, keyboard, and it's like a heads-up display type thing. You know, you may have seen this in my Iron Man display with Riri typing on the keyboard. This is that. And then of course you got the actual hibernation pod. This is a really, really cool model kit display. And this opens up. Let me see if I can do it like that. And then you can move this to hold him and stuff. This I think it tilts as well. There's a configuration where you can tilt the pod on its so it's like that. But that's a different, I think you have to take this out or something like that. You have to take these thingies out. So there's a couple configurations you can do. But yeah, this is just an awesome display. Also, it has LED lights, so you can put that on. I do not have that right now. But yes, you can light this up as well, which is awesome. I mean, this thing is just, for the price at the time, I wish I bought, you know, a couple of these at the time. I didn't know they were going to sell out so fast. I mean, but this is just a really, really, really cool display. And again, it comes with this little keyboard monitor type thingy. And all of this you have to build. But man, once you build it, it is absolutely worth it. And I really wish I would have gotten more. But yeah, that is the company. It's called Hi-Play. And again, it's called Universal Hibernation Pod Chamber 1/10 scale on Amazon. They actually have a website too you can go to, but it does not have this on there. And that's what hiplay.com or something, whatever their name is. It's HIPLAY, Hi-Play. So in case you wanted to go check that out, their website or whatever. But this is not on there, unfortunately. Again, there's a listing on Amazon with this. I don't know, too, if it is the same exact, you know, model. It could be something else, and they're just using the stock photos of this one into their listing. So you don't know what you're getting. I don't know if it's a third-party type of deal where they're kind of, you know, made it from, you know, China or something like that. And you know, so you're taking your chances. I don't want to recommend that to you guys. I just want to be fully transparent with you. Yes, there is a listing on there, but it might not be this exact thing. It has the pictures of this, but you know, it's at $100 scalping price. So just FYI. But yeah, this is a really, really cool piece. All right, so there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video of display pieces that go really good with Marvel Legends. And again, most of these are out of stock, so you're not going to find them, you know, just in a toy store. I mean, maybe you could find them in like a brick and mortar toy store or something, but for the most part, these are all out of stock. I mean, maybe you could find, you know, like a DC Multiverse Thrones, that might be available, but a couple of them might be available, but for the majority of them, you're probably going to have to go third party on eBay, unfortunately, and, you know, see if there's a good deal on them and then decide if you want to pull the trigger on buying them. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.